Hello everybody, welcome back to Steve's Gear. Today we're going to do a little bit of a review on an Oknife that I got a little while back. This one is the Beagle. So we'll take a look at it. I've already opened it and kind of played with it for a little bit, but I'll let you read some specs if you want to. So it comes in a little slip package. Let me open it up here. Has a little message in there. And then it comes in the package, and then you do get another little insert that has a cleaning cloth and some instructions, and then a nice thank you at the bottom. Pretty nice packaging. We'll go ahead and just get rid of that for now. All right. So inside the package you get a nice little nylon case. Pretty strong Velcro in it. Inside that pouch you get the knife, and then you also get a coin, which is pretty cool. I don't have very many coins, so it's always nice to add one to the collection. So each knife, I believe, has a specific coin. So obviously this is the Beagle coin. Pretty nice. Inside the pouch, kind of just a soft material. You do have a little pouch for the coin. So it just holds it right in there. We'll set that aside. And this is the Oknife Beagle. So this one is 3.44 ounces. Comes in at 4.3 inches just for the handle length. The blade length is 3.3 inches, and then that gives it an overall length of 7.6 inches. We have G10 scales, some blue anodized hardware on it. It's kind of a nice touch. I like the blue. We have a liner lock and a ball bearing pivot, so smooth operation. It does have a pretty stiff detent, so it's pretty hard to get it a slow release out of it, but super smooth once you get past that detent. Closing it, ultra smooth. I mean, it's just like butter. Closes real easy. 154 cm blade with a harpoon shape. A little bit of branding on the blade, Oknife, and then it says the 154 cm. Lists the Beagle and then the model number. So, been a pretty good knife so far. I haven't really carried it a whole lot. I've mostly just kind of played with it, fidgeting around with it. Some of the things I like about it, the jumping on the back is pretty rough, and I actually prefer the more rougher style. I wear thin little nylon gloves for work quite a bit, so if I do decide to use this knife for work, that added grip works pretty good with gloves. The handles are pretty nice. I do like the material. They're not too rough, so they're not going to tear up the inside of your pockets too much. The pocket clip is deep carry, really nice deep carry. And inside the pocket clip it has those flush mount screws, so you don't have to worry about tearing up the edge of your jeans a little bit in the pocket. The pocket clip is reversible. If you would like to reverse it, you can. Thumb stud deployment, like I said, works really smooth. I've been real happy with it as far as the deployment goes. But yeah, that detent is pretty tough right there at the beginning, but once you get past that one little point, it's super smooth. So, came pretty sharp out of the box. I don't have any other 154 cm knives, so I can't speak to how easy it is to sharpen it. But it seems like a pretty decent steel. I kind of read a little bit about it online. It seems like it's not too bad. This knife comes in at normal price at $75.95, but if you know Olight, you know that you can catch them on sales. I bought this one in the sale, I believe it was around the Christmas time sale. And I think I can't remember exactly what I paid for it. I think it was under $50. So, you could almost consider this just a budget knife. But I think you're getting a decent decent bang for your buck for the budget. I'd be happy with it. I'll give a little bit of a size comparison. So there's the Beagle, and then we'll compare it to the newest knife I can review, would be the CVV Elementum 2. So the Beagle is slightly longer than the Elementum. As far as thickness goes, they are pretty darn close. If thickness is something that you're interested in, the Elementum I think is actually slightly thicker. I guess as far as cons go, there's not a whole lot of cons. It does have the skeletonized liners on the inside. I don't know if you're going to be able to see them. It's all dark in there. But they are drilled out to save a little bit of weight. Now the liners do stick out the outside of the scales all the way around. So if that's something that bothers you, I mean, they do stick out. So I haven't used the knife like for a large amount of time for any cutting tasks. It might be a little bit of a hot spot if you use it for a while. I don't notice it too much, but it would have been nice if those, nice G10 scales would have just been flush all the way around. I have some budget knives. I've even done a video on some of my budget knives, and a lot of them have liner locks. But I feel like I've kind of been spoiled using Benchmade knives for quite a while. I've kind of really grown to like that access lock. So the liner lock, I mean, it works fine. Lockup's pretty good. I just kind of grown out of liking the liner locks as much. The new Elementum has that push button lock, which is pretty neat. So yeah, if you don't mind liner locks and you're looking for a decent sized blade, seems to be fairly thick. It's not extremely thick, but it's not super thin either. I think it'll be a good slicer. But yeah, it'd be kind of a nice knife to stick into the collection. Maybe alternate it out every once in a while. I was thinking maybe, I don't dress up very often or go to any fancy events, but if I did, this might not be a bad option to carry just because it's a little bit nicer looking. Those blue accents are nice, and then I like those G10 scales, kind of reminiscent of some carbon fiber. But yeah, if you have a Beagle, let me know how you like it in the comments, or if you have any other types of O knives, feel free to leave them below. I know Oknife does have a knife that has the kind of the access style lock, I believe, so I may sometime pick that up. But yeah, I've been happy with it. I think for what I paid, you're getting a decent value. Yeah. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Or if you have any experience with it, write it down below. But that's all I got for you today. Have a great day.